Measure the intended rough opening space according to the specifications in the installation or design guide. The depth of all integrated models is shown before panels are installed. Two integrated units may be placed side by side in a dual installation. See the SubZero design guide for the required dimensions. A dual installation kit is required for installations with 2 inches or less between the units. Kits are available through an authorized SubZero dealer. Doors must be able to open to 90 degrees. Verify there is enough clearance in front of the unit for full door swing. This appliance requires its own circuit breaker and electrical supply. All SubZero models come with a power cord and 3-prong plug, which must be plugged into a 3-prong grounding-type wall receptacle. Follow the National Electrical Code and local code ordinances when installing the receptacle. Water supply location requirements are shown for all integrated models. The water supply must be placed within the shaded area to ensure the unit will fit properly. Refer to the chart to determine the appropriate width for the model being installed. Keep excess water line outside the wall or floor for easy connection to the unit. Column and tall models with an ice maker or water dispenser feature a water filtration system. An inline filter is required for drawer models with an ice maker when water conditions have a high sediment content. A reverse osmosis system can be used provided there is constant water pressure of 35 to 120 psi, 2.4 to 8.3 to the unit at all times. In this application, the water filtration system must be bypassed by removing the filter. It is recommended the water line be taped to the floor so it stays in place when the unit is moved into position. The unit could tip forward under certain load conditions. Failure to install the anti-tip bracket and extend the levelers to the floor could result in serious injury or death. The bracket must be installed on the material and wall plate. For concrete flooring applications, use the concrete wedge anchors, screws, and washers provided. Drill pilot holes and install screws. Verify the screws penetrate the wall plate. Use a carbide drill bit and drill a hole that exceeds the minimum embedment. Assemble the washer and nut flush with the end of the anchor to protect the threads. Drive the anchor through the bracket and into the hole until the washer is flush with the bracket. Tighten the nut 3 to 5 turns past hand tight or to 25 foot-pounds of torque. Unpack the unit and set the kick plate and trim molding aside. Caution! Before moving the integrated unit into position, secure the door closed and remove drawers when applicable. For drawer units, disconnect the control cable in the top drawer before removing drawers. When moving the unit, position an appliance dolly at the side to prevent damage to finished surfaces. Caution! If the unit has been on its back or side, it must stand upright for a minimum of 24 hours before connecting the power. Plug the power cord into a live 15-amp grounded electrical outlet. Turn power on by touching Power on the control panel. Check lighting and cooling. Once proper operation has been verified, shut off power to the outlet at the circuit breaker. If necessary, install the decorative valance in the rough opening. Carefully roll the unit into position. Verify the anti-tip brackets are positioned properly. When the unit is installed, the anti-tip brackets will be positioned just above the engaging bar. It is not necessary to raise the unit to lock into the anti-tip brackets, but they must be aligned. The floor under the unit must be at the same level as the surrounding finished floor to allow the compressor tray to be slid forward for service. Warning! To reduce the possibility of the unit tipping forward, the front leveling legs must be in contact with the floor. To adjust the front and rear leveling legs, turn the Phillips head screws located in the front of the base. Caution! The leveling legs will only move 1/16 inch for every 18 revolutions on the screw. Use the lowest torque setting on a power drill. Do not over-torque. Do not turn the leveling legs by hand. Place a decorative panel on a protected work surface. Place the panel thickness gauge next to the panel to identify the appropriate thickness. Then, mark the appropriate thickness on the gauge. With the door closed, use the panel thickness gauge to align the hinge side of the unit. Then, insert a stainless steel screw through the side trim to secure. Then, use the gauge to align the handle side of the unit and secure using a panhead screw. Once the top of the unit is secure, repeat the process for the bottom. When all 4 locations are secure, verify doors and drawers open properly. Then, install all remaining screws.